Hey guys, happy Friday. This week I'm going to be starting a 17-week series, and the series is going to be all about the Bad Blood video that Taylor Swift did, and I'm going to be doing all the looks from all of her squad members, and I'm really excited. And this week is going to be Gigi Hadid, who plays Slay Z in the video, and the last week, which is going to be ending on October 30th, is going to be Taylor Swift, and I'm going to her concert on the 31st with my best friend, and I'm really excited. So let's get started. So I've already started my look before I started filming my video, and I've already done my foundation and my eyebrows just because this look is all about Gigi's eyes, and it's a really dark black look, and her eyes are winged out a lot, and I don't really want to be taking up a lot of your time today. And I would assume that if you're watching this, you already know how to do your foundation and your eyebrows. But if you don't, I'll link a video up here on how to do all of that in one of my other videos. So like I said before, Gigi's look has a really winged out black eye, and it's got a really bright inner corner, and the black comes down really low underneath her eye. And then her lips are a Your Lips But Better color, so I'll be doing that as well. And I'll link everything for products that I've used down below in the description box, along with the products that I used before I started filming. So I have some tape on, and I'm going to show you how I did it, because with Gigi's look, it is such a sharp line, and I don't really want to have to go through the process of getting a Q-tip and putting it in makeup remover and like just rubbing it back and forth. That can be kind of annoying, and like you can really smudge out your makeup doing that. So just taking tape and peeling it off, not only is it really satisfying in some weird way, it just is a really easy way to make that really sharp line. So I just take a piece of tape, it's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches long, and I take off some of the sticky on the back of my hand. I just rub it across a couple of times. And then I have a mirror right here, so if I'm not looking directly at the camera, don't worry. And I just place it right along this invisible line where my eyebrows and my nose meet up. And just press it down. And if it doesn't look right, or if it feels a little uncomfortable, if it's like running into this crease right here, just readjust. And try to get both pieces of tape as even as you can. There. Tape's done. So I'm going to be using this Smashbox WonderVision Mega Palette, and just because it has most of the colors that I need, and it has a lot of really great colors. So if you don't have this, if they still make it, I don't know if they still do, I'll link down below if they do. Go ahead and use this. If not, any palette that you have that has a black in it is going to be perfect. So I'm just using an e.l.f. brush. I like it because they're really cheap. You can get them at Target for like $1 or $2. And they work really well. And if Lou Teasdale uses them, they're good enough for me. If you don't know who Lou Teasdale is, she's One Direction's hair and makeup stylist. She's awesome. She wrote a book. If you don't have it, it's called The Craft. Also, really good. Shameless plug, sorry. So I'm just using one of the professional eyeshadow brushes. It's a flat brush, and it's really good just to pack things on. I've already primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour non-creasing, you know, the one I always use. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the black and tap off the excess. And with black, I just want to be really careful not to get it up in my crease too much, especially with this look, just because Gigi's look didn't go up to her eyebrows, and with black it's really easy to go overboard. So I'm just going to start just by patting that in, and if it gets on the tape, it's okay, because that's what the tape is there for, is to make that line really sharp. And just be careful not to go too far up into the crease, because we're going to blend it out. But if you do, for some reason, a concealer or a makeup remover will be your best friend. And don't worry about just getting right up into the lash line, because we're going to get there eventually. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the other eye, and I'll be right back with you. So now that I've got both eyes done, I'm just taking a Real Techniques shading brush, and I'm just going to run that through the crease to blend everything out. And I don't think you can ever overblend anything. So just blend until you think it looks really good. Now this is the part where it's okay that it goes up into the crease, because when you're blending, that's an okay thing, but you just don't want it to come too far up to your eyebrows. And then you can just wing it out on the tape. Now I have hooded eyes, so sometimes winged looks don't really look the best on me, but I've committed to this 17 weeks, so we're gonna see how this one goes. Okay, so all blended, and next we're just going to go ahead and do the inner corners, and I'm just going to take a clean brush, any brush really will do, and I'm just going to take a silver that's pretty bright and metallic-y and just push that right into this inner corner just to brighten everything up, and diffuse it a little bit with my fingers. And if your silver ends up looking way too bright, then you can definitely numb it down with a nude. Just any matte nude will work. Thunder. So now I'm going to take a pencil brush, and it just looks like this. This is the Eco Tools one, but anything that's a little bit more stiff and is rounded and just kind of small, and take it on the black that I used on my eyelids and tap it off, and just take it underneath my eyes just about 3/4 of the way over, because I'm going to bring this silver that we put on the inner corners just over a little bit more. And don't worry if it looks messy, we'll clean it up with concealer, because sometimes messy is okay. And then I'm just bringing that line out to meet the tape so it wings out a little bit more. Just like that. I'm just going to do it on the other eye as well. And then if it seems like your lines from the eyeshadow and the underneaths don't really connect, like right here doesn't, just take the flat brush that you used to put the base on and then just connect them up, making sure not to get in that crease again. This whole look is really just about blending and going back. So it looks a little bit messy right now, but it won't once we take the tape off. So once we've done the underneath, I'm just going to take a Kajal eye pencil and run it on my waterline top and bottom. And this one is just a Sonia Kashuk one from Target. just like that. So I went ahead and took the tape off of this eye, and as you can see, there's a really sharp line here, but there's also this little tiny gap that some of the makeup got underneath the tape somehow. And if that happens, just take a little bit of concealer and just pop it in right underneath. And I'm also going to go ahead and conceal underneath my eye since I didn't do that. And I'm just going to grab a brush and work that in, and just be really careful not to get up too close to your makeup. I'm going to take the other piece of tape off. That one looks a lot better. And just conceal under my eyes again. And I already went ahead and curled my eyelashes before I took the tape off. So I'm just going to finish blending in my concealer and put mascara on, and I will be right back. So I've gone ahead and done my mascara, and this is the time where you'd want to do false lashes if you're going to do them, but I'm just hanging out at home today, so I'm not going to do it. But in the video, Gigi definitely had on false lashes, so if you want that look, then go ahead and do it. But she also had a really contoured look, especially on her cheekbones, so I'm going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Bronzer, and I'm just taking it on a fluffy brush and just working it in to the contours of my cheeks and then around my temples. And then a little bit on my nose, because for some reason my nose didn't get very tan when I went out the other day. And then for lips, Gigi had a Your Lips But Better look, and they were matte but still a little bit glossy. So I'm using this one from Butter London, and it's called Toff, and I have no idea what that means. And I really like this Butter London formula. It's a little sticky at first, but then once it dries really matte and really soft, and it's not too drying on the lips. So that's my completed look, and if you like it, give this video a big thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe, because next week I am going to be doing Lily Aldridge as Frostbite, so it's going to be a really bright and highlighted look, and I'm really excited about that. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure that you go and like my Instagram and subscribe there. Go and follow me on Twitter. I'll link all of that down below, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye!